Hello, everybody, and welcome to the party. Apologies for, we're not even that late for us. This is about right. But I thought I still had 2 hours because apparently America likes to do things different to literally everywhere else in the world and decided to change their clocks early. So, minor panic. It's been resolved. So, we're here. I'm queer. I don't know about everybody else.
We're used to it.
Specifically.
Yeah, what we're doing, we do things. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, specifically 3.5 edition. This is our regular weekly game. I could try and tell you what the party has done, but aside from make dick jokes, like
We don't always know either. Don't worry, Matt.
no. So that's me. If you like me, or if you okay with feeding into someone's ego by making numbers bigger, you can find me all over the place. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon, all under the Bardic Knock. Check them out, like things, click things, make numbers, go do the things on the internet. It's very nice of you. And you can also do the same things for Welcome to the Party, who are also on all 4 of those platforms: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and now Patreon. You can find them on Twitter at Welcome Party RPG, here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Welcome Party RPG, over on YouTube at youtube.com/Welcome to the Party, and patreon.com/Welcome to the Party. Although I need to double check that if that's not Welcome Party RPG. Either way, there should be a link or a little banner down below, so click the thing, check it out. It's awesome stuff. You can also find Welcome to the Party Discord server in the link down below. It's a great place, all inclusive. Cool. My brain is going into overload, so I'm going to let my players introduce themselves. Archer!
Hello, people. I am Archer of the Eye, and I am playing Keldor, the Knoll Knight / Scout. He's good at findings.
He is, and he didn't nearly lose all of his dexterity last session.
Has he ever found us anything but trouble?
I didn't say what I was good at finding. I just said I was good at finding things.
And right below Keldor, he's not there on the screen because TJ is, I don't know, like a ghost?
He's a chair.
Yeah, TJ's a chair, but TJ is...
I can't see how far I am on the screen. I'm in my wall. Okay. All right. Hi, I'm TJ, and I'll be playing Flick, the halfling rogue with aspirations to one day be a bard so that I can stop having to use this joke every time.
Sorry, TJ, I've just noticed your braces, and they are dope as heck. Looking cool.
What?
Braces? Oh, is that what they're called over there?
Yeah, what do you call them?
Suspenders.
Well, that's silly.
I like braces better, actually. I'm calling them braces.
I was
from
like,
now on.
wait, braces? He doesn't have
Yeah.
braces. Braces
No, we
are
call
the thing you put
braces
on your
stuff.
teeth.
Yeah, Matt, what do you call the things on your teeth?
Yeah.
Also braces.
It's not confusing at all.
Look, we could get I don't know if it's a thing over there, but I could get into like an hour-long discussion about what we call bread rolls over here. We have like 12 different names for them, and everyone will fight to the death over what the correct name is. So,
We're speaking English. We could all spend the entire day talking about words that mean multiple things.
And
All of
1,000
them.
different ways to pronounce the same word.
But that's neither there nor there.
Yeah, exactly.
hey, do you want to think of something that will make you mad? The word
No.
Mercedes has 3 E's in it, and they're all pronounced differently.
Yep. Right? Fuck English.
Oh,
I mean, at least we're adaptable. It's almost like English is like set up to get us to just accept anything. Like you're taught from the beginning that like, no, we told you this means this, but it can also mean this and this. So you're fucking wrong.
it's almost like it's hard to learn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nah.
So ironically,
And-
it's not even in the top 10 hardest languages to learn.
I know, it's terrifying.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, but there are
Next
thousands of
human being.
languages.
That would be Monsieur Cody. Cody, please introduce yourself.
You're making a lot of assumptions if you think I'm a human being. But
He's
Giant cat.
clearly the cat talking through a human puppet. Right?
so my name's Cody. This is my very irritated animal companion, Ares the War God, and I am playing Kid the Dark Horse. There's a lot of animals and names in that sentence, but this is what I am today. Kid is an eldritch knight who likes to charge into battle with only half of his health. So the party has to deal with it.
So and Keldor is gonna have something done about that.
Glorious.
All right.
Well, thankfully, I mean, I'll let Rebecca introduce herself first before I start talking about the game because it's only fair. Rebecca, please introduce yourself.
I'm Rebecca. Play Primrose, the half-orc bard. I'm the other queer one. Yay! I said that. That's all
All
I
right. At least one person every session has to have like a normal, concise introduction where we don't ramble on for far too long. So,
But back,
Rebecca's the
just to
secondary
make it
queer.
extra long, back to words meaning multiple things. We're all queer, but only two of us are queer.
True.
Right?
Ugh.
Now we can go.
Okay, so, channel-related things, capitalism, I mean, money, I mean, nice things, help the channel, donations, that's the correct word, you can do that, you can subscribe, you can do that, and when you subscribe, there are 3 different tiers. In doing so, you get access to various emotes, such as Tier 1 getting you a WTTPD20, Tier 2 Michael the Mimic, and Tier 3 will gain you access to Crits on the Rocks. They're all super cool, groovy emotes. I wish I remember who made them, because when I go, this person made them, you can check that out. It's super cool. But I don't.
Mimic's pretty awesome. I wish I had
It is.
access to him.
It's all pretty awesome stuff. Also, you can donate bits, because, hey, what's a better way of saying, I like what you do, by just...
Throwing money at us.
Yeah, like, you can't physically throw money at your computer screen. I mean, you can, but it won't really do anything. But you can throw virtual money.
No, Matt, that will likely do something.
Just stuff you don't want it to do.
You don't want the repair bills.
Just a shrapnel of
I
coins.
feel like there's
considering-
experience being shown here.
Maybe.
I used to work in a computer department, and we had to destroy the old equipment so that the homeless people wouldn't fish it out of the dumpster out back.
That's
That's capitalism. That is
bad
Mwah.
capitalism.
capitalism. Yes.
Beautiful.
Can you taste it,
Mm.
right?
As awful as it sounds, how fun was it to smash computer screens?
Pretty fun, especially to get paid to do it.
About to say.
Right, here's your safety equipment. Here's your hammer. Oh, okay.
See, I was really hoping that instead of a hammer, you just got a sock full of nickels. And that's why money doesn't work good on computer screens.
Well, the customers might have heard me screaming, "Give me my money, bitch!" So Brother Broderick did in a previous life.
Back
Anyways,
nickels,
back to the
safety's monitor,
thing at hand.
couple
You
beers.
can't throw money at your screen without breaking it, but you can throw bits at us.
And we will do things in
Thank
exchange
you.
for those bits. For 500 bits, you can affect the game in a small way, such as a crit, max damage, etc. For 1,000 bits, type of suggestion into the chat. I'm looking at it. My little interactive thing seems to be working for the first time in weeks. So, hooray, I can see the chat. And I was like, that sounds cool. We'll make that happen. Give me money. I mean the channel. Also, a new thing you can do to help the channel. The channel recently launched a Patreon. Woo! Money for independent creators so we can live in fulfilling lives without impoverishing ourselves. Yay!
Yay!
No.
We're demoting
the
you
link-
from chief salesman.
I shouldn't be allowed to sell anything because apparently
nominate
honesty isn't always the best policy.
Eh, Maybe in the short term, but in the long term, honesty is the best quality.
This
Oh,
car
yeah,
will break immediately if you try driving it. Trust me, it'll break now.
Literally, do you see that this vacuum cleaner is capable of sucking up an entire horse? Go ahead and assume.
See, that's why I nominate Cody.
Horse goes in.
I didn't
He's
say what
so
kind of
good at
horse.
horse.
Going to
sales,
work.
man. Whatever he says becomes the truth.
Oh my god, that sounds like the perfect like wish gone wrong from a genie. You know,
Yeah.
like I wish I could never lie.
Wow, man,
So
you're full of shit.
it becomes true.
No.
No, Jimmy!
Oh dear. So anyhow, yes, Patreon. Go check that out. We're trying to do some really great things, such as we've already reached the first Patreon goal, which I don't remember what that means.
Oh.
It meant something. I think what the goal is welcome to the party. We're gonna pay for like me to use Roll20, all the people who do things on the channel. I mean, not lots, but hey, I'm okay with getting paid for stuff. So do that if you want long-term support of this channel. It's all good stuff. Okay.
We should probably pay everybody based on the amount that they contribute to the show. So I'm probably gonna owe money.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I need to do. Thanks for reminding
Settle
me
up.
that I need to add Patreon stuff to the end of stream.
Oh, good call.
Well, when we take a break later on, that'll be a perfect time to fiddle around with that, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Okay. D&D.
That's what they
Last
call it.
time, the party ventured into a cave in hopes of finding a dwarf by the name of Relithor. Instead, they found a bunch of lizard folk who all have a similar tattoo, and not similar, it's the same as what our good friend Kid has. And they were using that tattoo to channel very powerful magic, usually at the expense of their own life. So that sounds right up Kid's alley, if we're
It
honest.
certainly sounds exactly like something he'd want.
So there's
Yep.
that to check out and figure out. The party did find Relithor. He was hiding in a wall in a cave, a cave inside his cave.
Mhm.
And when Flick went to investigate it, Relithor got real creepy. So Flick stabbed him, to which Relithor just smiled. I'm like, okay. And then he collected some of his things, namely being a dead rat, some dirt, and some leaves, leaving behind his chest of gold and very impressive looking armor and weaponry. And he wants to take the party to see the turning of the wheel.
Which honestly sounds like a grand and fun time.
I think so. Okay. So, let's jump into it.
I forgot I
Well-
stabbed the old man.
That's
He got right up in your face.
Extrovert.
He got right up in your face and a spider crawled
Yeah.
out of his beard.
Yeah, I remember now.
I didn't forget that Prim got scared by Eliza. That was not fun.
Oh, it just keeps a little bit of that heart going in the morning.
Mhm.
Heart
So,
attack a day.
there's one way to make sure you're still alive.
It keeps the doctor in pay.
Oh, don't worry. Eliza.
Oh.
So, jumping into everything. I'm assuming you're all gathered, either because you've killed everything in the cave. You've got those two lizard folk held captive. Relithor, he's like, all right, I'm ready to go whenever you all are. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, make plans, or talk to me, or whatever it is you wish to do before we progress to the next part of the game.
Okay.
So there's nobody else
I'm
going
going
in to loot this place?
Well, you're the
Uh,
only
you're the only
person
one who
who's
fit.
crawled in there to see what was in his little
Oh,
hole.
right. Yeah, I was the only one who could easily fit.
Yeah.
I
Kids
mean,
coming up with names for the lizard folk.
So,
anybody could fit because he's a dwarf, like so he's quite
Yeah.
broad. Like people would have to like maybe crouch a little bit, but
yeah.
like a person
I was
can get in there.
Yeah, I was just the only one who went in because I didn't have to crouch or anything.
Yeah.
So, I forget, did he indicate whether he cared if we ransacked this place?
He showed no interest. Like the pile of gold and the armor and the hammer and all that stuff is just chucked in a corner with zero care.
Well, as I come back out, I remember storming out after I stabbed him. I'm going to basically come out in a huff, stand off to the side, then lean against the wall and give a big sigh. So, the old man's fucking nuts.
That seemed pretty obvious.
Keldor's still on the ground. Is like, you just noticed.
No, I bet for sure. Like, for real. But he's also got, like, a pile of gold and some other fancy looking doodads that everybody might want to take a look at.
Ooh, can you bring him out here?
I mean, I could, or you could, like, help the tiniest fucking one of us bring all of this shit outside.
Well, I'd literally have to crawl, so you're probably as strong as me in that situation.
Okay, fine, just reach in the entrance.
I start going in there and like I'm moving fucking furniture, dragging all this shit to the entrance within hyena arm range.
Tell you what, if we could put some rope on it, we could maybe pull it out. But I don't know. I gotta keep these lizard folk under control.
Oh, I would help you, grandson.
There we go. The old one's going to help. This is like actually moving into a
Old in the
duplex.
weed.
The grandma gets down on her knees and crawls in because kid doesn't want help.
And
It's like moving into a duplex.
I love this group.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. You know, the fittest, healthiest ones are like, nah. Hey, the person who
the fittest and healthiest. But Kid and Keldor both got very close to dying.
It's
in
true.
this
I guess
last
they are both
encounter.
bleeding profusely at the moment, and I'm going.
And like Keldor's like covered in frostbite.
I'm actually bleeding a lot too.
This is
So-
true. Yeah, it's fair. The healthy ones who nearly died.
Yeah.
I do like how I'm getting closer and closer to killing you every time now.
That's good.
Yeah, that's how the game is supposed to go, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I just remember like going back to like the first few sessions, like you guys just steamrolled over everything. It's like, oh no, I'm actually getting real close now. Yes.
Well, considering I've gone down in every major encounter.
Yeah. Like I don't remember the last time we had a big fight where someone didn't go down.
It's just good
right.
confirmation that I am balancing this stuff well, because
This is true.
every now and then you're not doing anything, or I'm just murdering everyone. I don't even know what's going on.
All right.
Can't be a
Okay.
perfectly balanced progression anyway. That'd be boring too. You gotta, graph a little bit up and down.
Ah, yeah,
right?
for sure. Oh, righty. So, you go. I'm assuming you just slowly pull everything out for everybody. You get this whole collection of stuff.
And you said there was like a bunch of gold, and was it all in the chest?
Yeah. There's this chest. There's gold. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Really.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few sparkly looking bits and pieces. It basically just looks like a big ass treasure haul.
Okay. While I'm moving all this stuff to the door, I'm gonna grab 2 or 3 of the shiny bits out of the chest that particularly catch my eye and stuff them in my bag as a finder's fee before we divvy up the rest.
All right.
I like it.
Roll. How many bits and pieces do you want to grab? TJ?
3.
Okay, so roll me 3d10.
Okay. Do. Oh, right. I like that they have this new pop-out thing where you can just roll a couple of regular dice at once.
Okay,
Wow, that's
so
awful rolls.
mm,
Yeah. That's
not great.
pretty terrible.
They aren't going to be the best things.
One's
Now
pretty-
roll me 3 d100s.
Okay. Am I? That is an 83, a 45, and a 5.
Okay, so the first thing you grab appears to be a small vial. It's very well crafted little vial. It's got some viscous looking fluid in it. That looks okay. That's a thing. The second thing you grab is another one. You just grabbed all these like little vials of potions.
Okay.
And the other thing you grabbed. Oh, okay. It looked kind of shiny at first, but getting a closer look at it, it appears to be very well crafted. It's obviously had a lot of time and effort put into it, but it appears to be a small stick.
Is this our calling card? We just finding these around now?
Well, it's a twig, but it's well crafted and it's like got arcane looking carvings on it.
Did you say stick?
Oh, did you hear dick? No.
Yes!
We might have.
We all heard dick.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I didn't realize you could roll that.
Right? Raise your hand. Like, wow, interesting creative choice. Okay.
Raising hand on my
Yeah.
side as well.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's new.
Well, I did
You
just buy the
genuinely
book of erotic fantasy. So.
I was unsure how to respond in that
You're not
moment.
allowed near that thing.
Oh God, no! I refuse to own that. I refuse to look. No, a stick, a twig. It is small and wooden.
All right, so I'm writing that in my inventory as
Damn it.
capital STICK bracket, not dick bracket.
So they're the three things you've grabbed out of there. As you pull everything else out, like doo-doo-doo, here we go. Here's all things. Ta-da! There's a pretty decent haul of stuff. Like I said, there's armor, there's some weapons. But there is. It looks as if there is a full set of very potent magical items here, to say the least.
Hey, crazy man, we're stealing all your shit.
He just looks and he goes, "Is it stealing if I don't care about it?"
Technically,
Yes.
the same
Technically,
time.
yes. Ildor says as he's still like lying down. I was just like, just because you don't care about it doesn't. You should meet
I
other
mean-
people who don't care about their wealth, but still get in a huge tizzy after someone steals.
I mean, that's better for us, don't get me wrong. I prefer you not caring about it. So we're good. All right. So who wants the armor? Because it's way too big for me.
What is it?
Yeah, what style armor is it?
It looks pretty hefty. It is full plate.
Oh,
Hmm.
we need that for a healer, don't we?
Our healer already has armor that makes her hella scary.
Well, a breastplate, but not anything else, right?
That's still really good for her. She doesn't need too much more.
I guess.
Wouldn't be bad for Angus though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Our frontline fighter
That's
who gets hit really easily
and keeps getting taken down.
a lot.
Yeah. If it's full plate, we probably need to get it resized. But other than that, we could absolutely stick Angus in.
Well, is it
If
magical?
it's magical full plate,
there. I guess I
maybe
can
resize
see.
itself.
Let me look and see.
I'm pretty sure
see,
it
do I
was
have it? Pretty sure I have
told
it
to be a magical item right off the bat to us without having to detect magic, but
Well, I'm doing it.
Someone
so I
can go ahead
figure
and
out
do that.
exactly what kind.
go for it.
Let me see. Do I even have this detect magic prepared today? I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. All right,
Having to
and
keep
it's
track
cast.
of prepared spells. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you are detecting magic. Let's just see what
It's
this
going to require
armor.
spellcraft if I'm going to sit there and identify it. So I'll go ahead and roll that up.
I forget how many options there are for armor.
That's a spellcraft of 30.
Oh, right. Let's see.
Jeez.
Yeah, kid's pretty damn good with the book learning.
It's definitely good stuff. The first thing when you go over, I'm assuming you're like grabbing this and shaking it and moving around, having a look at it.
Looking at.
Then the user manual falls out.
First thing you notice is this armor is surprisingly light.
Ooh, all right.
So
it feels like it's definitely lighter than its kind. Is it made of a special metal?
yes, in fact, you are familiar with this metal. You've messed around with this metal. This is mithril.
Very
Right
nice.
off the bat. So useful. Somebody other than Angus could probably make use of it.
Absolutely.
As for what spell stuff you get a feeling from it. Yeah. Yeah. Beggar, what kind of spell is that? Let me just check. I'm like 90% certain I think I know. But I should probably double check and not just make stuff up. So spells. Doodly doo dum dum.
Can I just say doodly doo is my favorite spell?
Doodly doo is
spell.
okay. You are getting an aura of conjuration from this armor, specifically teleportation.
Ooh. This should be good. Angus, get in here. Angus.
Angus is still sat outside, enjoying his tea party, and an invisible Eliza is sat with him also, along with Genfrey. He kind of looks over his shoulder and goes, "Hey, what you been needing me for?"
Angus, get in here and take your clothes off. We gotta get you sorted up.
It's about time.
I mean,
Don't
normally
worry, you
people
can
would
keep your
think
beard
that's
on.
a real. Normally, someone would find a different way of phrasing that.
Keldor just sits there and like, yes, but this is kid. Really expect anything different?
So Angus gets up. He walks through. As he's doing so, he's just taking his clothes off. He's keeping his helmet on. He likes having horse.
Oh my god.
So he just walks through and he doesn't get entirely naked. That'd be a bit too much. But he just gets through shirtless, just with horns. He goes, "Hey."
Shirtless and horny.
Yup.
Prim just sees that and like, I'm out. Leaves.
All right, so we got this awesome suit of armor. Probably won't fit you completely right, but we want you to try it on and see what happens. Do you recognize it?
Let's roll history.
Let us know if it
Angus.
starts talking to you or anything like that. I hear some of them do that.
It belonged to Relithor, so the pants might be a little tight, but other than that, you're fine.
Okay. Angus takes one look at this and he goes, "Oh, hey. Yeah. This is actually quite common. Well, it's not really commonplace. It was only for like really important people. This is how we used to get the like generals and fancy folk. People who were too important to die. We'd give them this because in a blink of an eye they can just zip out the way. So
Well then, as long as you know how it works. This is
I mean,
yours.
if you say so. I mean, if you don't think any of you would be making use of it more.
I like it light, and Keldor's already got his.
And I made mine, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, Angus gives a thumbs up and goes, "All right, bonus." So Angus has just got himself a +1 mithril A porter full plate.
What? We
Yeah, Mithril A
just
Porter.
Nice.
got
Oh boy.
raided by Valdrian. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but they're raiding with a party of 13 and Shogun again with
Woo!
500
Welcome to the
bits
party.
advantage
I'm
to the
about it.
DM. Come on, Shogun.
Alright.
We talked about this.
Shogun is
And
determined
he
to
isn't
kill
listening.
someone.
Oh no, we'll figure it
He's
out.
come close.
We've
Twice
done that enough
now.
ourselves.
He's almost killed me twice.
Yeah, just you. He hasn't had any of us up to bat yet.
So
Yeah,
you're
I know.
saying
It's
he
usually
has
me who
failed
takes the brunt
twice.
of it.
I mean, that's not a challenge.
So,
But your tries cut once.
we only want you to die so we can show how much we love you by going on an epic revival quest for like half an episode.
Screw that. I'll just bring in my other character.
Oh, we already saw him.
Lay
Cousin.
Sean.
Cousin.
Alrighty.
Cousin.
He's similar, not quite the same.
We'll meet
Do we
Liz
need to
Shawn.
do our song now? Got a raid?
yeah, do it.
Go for it, Rebecca.
Road.
Ah! Welcome to the party. We're glad you're here.
Oh my god, there we go.
That's it. That's the song.
I like
Yay.
that song.
Your peach, Rebecca.
Mwah, chef kiss. Mwah.
I
Okay.
tried to keep.
So you have decided that instead of taking this armor for any of yourselves, you are giving Angus this means to use Dimension Door, so he can transport himself up to 800 feet. Just like boop. That's a
Sweet.
thing he can do now.
I'm sure he'll put it to good use. Although he does need to get it resized to fit him, unless it fits him perfectly.
What's the max dex bonus on that shit?
Well, it's full plate, so 1.
Terrible, yeah.
Although it's mithril, so does that increase it, or does that?
Only
It doesn't
Uh,
matter. It's
it
not
goes
going to
up.
increase it to like +6 or whatever, so I'm never
Yeah,
going
it
to be able to
only
utilize my
increases it
full
by
dex
2.
bonus. Yeah.
It's
Nope.
full plate as well. That's like useless to you.
Yeah,
Flick.
I know.
I mean,
You
Yeah,
can't sneak attack in full armor,
would-
can you?
It would ruin all my shit.
Yeah.
Like all my shit.
well, let's see what all the other stuff is in
Yeah.
this little bounty. So there is also a shield.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Ooh, a shield?
Detecting the magic. Let's see if I can spellcraft this bitch.
Yeah.
Alright,
it.
spellcraft.
Ha-cha-cha.
Do good. I've got like a +15 bonus. That's a 33. I understand this shield better than the first thing.
In a similar way before, first thing you do, pick up a shield, give it a look, give it a lick, a little bit of a sniff. This shield feels very heavy, very
Khalil,
dense.
Thanks for the follow.
Ooh, it's a heavy one. All right, report this to me, but I'm interested in how it goes.
Well, it feels dense, like much more dense than it should be. I mean, it looks to be like a relatively smallish steel shield,
Mm-hmm.
but it definitely seems to be made of something special to make it like extra thick. That is the only word I can think of for it.
I just look at the shield and I'm like, ooh, I could use that. But not. And then I look at Kid and I'm like, extra
I don't use
arms, shield.
I could use a shield, yeah, technically.
Mm.
All right. So I guess first things first, I will test it. I suppose it just tastes like shield. So if that's the case, then what I want to do is I want to hold it up, I want to squeeze the grip a little bit, look around and see if it's got anything written on it.
Okay. It doesn't appear to have anything written on it per se, but you are detecting armor. Well, detecting magic. Even you're not detecting armor.
Mhm.
That's a silly thing. So,
Shit, I think this is armor.
what you detect
Definitely armor.
is you are detecting transmutation coming off of this thing. It's fairly faint, however. It's not super potent.
All right. So this one can make something happen with you or
I punch
it.
it.
Punch it. Go.
Okay, you
Says
punch the
after
shield.
getting punched.
Yeah. It's like
Uh,
kids just like sitting there, and I just walk up and go whack.
Yeah.
Did it work?
You punch the shield. It's a
Clang.
hefty shield. Like immensely hefty.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing out of the ordinary seems to happen. It's like, yeah, you punched a shield. You can feel it being pretty dense, but that's about it.
Okay. Last thing. I'm gonna take the shield and I'm gonna chunk it at the wall.
You're gonna throw the shield.
I'm gonna throw the shield at the wall.
All
It's the
right.
last thing to
Settle
do with
down,
it.
Xena.
You throw that shield. How are you throwing it? Like a frisbee, like a dart?
I just throw it at the wall.
All right, you throw that shield. As it travels through the air, it seems to correct itself on course to make sure it hits with the pointed end at the bottom, hits the wall, and then returns back to your hand.
Oh my god, this looks like a shield for Flick.
Nice.
This is, meta knowledge here. This is a +2 adamantine ranged shield.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I want it. I can't use it all the time though because I have a two-handed weapon.
I mean, you'll probably get more use out of it than I will.
Yeah.
So to describe what that is, you can throw this shield in combat. It's a light shield, so it only deals a d6 of slashing damage. You add your strength mod to it, but after you throw it, it does come back to you. So let's read what it says. After you have thrown it, a ranged shield flies through the air back to you. It returns just before your next turn, and therefore ready to use again on your turn. You do not benefit from its shield bonus to AC while it is not in your possession. So
Clearly.
I also am good with shield, so
And
I
have
honestly
a
think this should be a
negative
Killor
strength.
thing. He's the one who chunks the weapons at people.
that's true. And I'm just like, okay, I'm taking that, and I strap it to my back.
Go for it.
yeah. And
Oh my
like
God,
I said
he's got
before,
a
it is
Captain America shield, guys.
yeah, basically. I just realized that.
I'm totally editing what you said about it being like pointed end. It's a round shield.
Yeah, I dig it. It's a big round Captain America shield. I don't know how it does slashing damage, but it does.
No,
Because it spins like a frisbee of death.
You sharpen the edges. That's how it does it.
Yeah.
There we go. Figured it out. So you've got that. Now, let's have a look. As you're looking through this thing, this pile of things, there's a few different weapons. Let's see what weapons there are. I need like a random chart for weapons.
If only D&D 3.5 had random charts.
It does, but I already had to pull a book out from my camera once, so I'm not getting the other one out.
Are we gonna have to chip in and buy you a fucking monitor stand?
You could.
Donate to our Patreon.
No, don't do that. It's like, yeah, I could use that.
Magic items. Wherever random charts. If I just click weapons, did it take me to the
Gonna raise donations.
There
Put,
we
like
go.
a picture or something behind your head too, like anything to
Okay.
break up that white wall.
Yeah, like just someone come and doodle something.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so all right, yeah. Let's just totally roll randomly here. First of all, somebody, whoever is checking this, roll me a d6.
I'll do it. It's a 1.
All right. So, you find separate weapons in here. Feel free to roll me 3 D100s.
3 D100s
Ooh.
coming at you as quickly as possible because I like rolling. There, I'll do.
All right, 47, 48, 91. Where's the thing that decides? Okay, so what you have got there is there are 2 common melee weapons and 1 ranged weapon. So roll me 2 D100 for the common melee weapons.
Rolled.
Sword and an axe. Nope.
9 is a great axe.
Oh, I'm half
And
right.
78 is
Totally.
a bastard sword.
Yes.
Oh!
Got it.
Then for the then roll me a D100 for the ranged weapon.
Final D100 coming at you.
Well, it's not the final one. There's going to be a
Well,
bunch
this
more.
one.
32, and there is a light crossbow.
Nice.
All right. So now, yeah, okay.
That I might be able
These
to
are
make.
all going to be medium. So now, for each one, so I need you to roll me 3 more D100.
Okay.
79, 12, 81. Oh. What's 12? Okay, so one of
What?
these is...
Another raid. Torn Pixie
All right.
with a
Yeah.
party of 9. Welcome.
That tells us.
Thank you. Well, we're all in a... I don't even know what kind of mood we're in today.
Song
Everybody
number
is
1,
enjoying
song
this?
number 2. It's great.
Yeah. We're
Do you
getting
have
a whole
second
musical
song
cast
with,
going here.
Slightly different variants there, Rebecca?
Huh?
Do you have a
What?
second song that is slightly different variants?
No, don't.
Oh, it's the same jingle every time?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. Hey.
We're glad
yeah,
you're here.
yeah.
Welcome to the party. I can't find out.
Welcome to the party. We are glad you're here.
Shh.
Can't silence us. No.
So, looking at these weapons that you have found, the crossbow seems to be the most potent, like straight off the bat. The bastard sword is the least impressive, and the great axe is also pretty cool, pretty potent, pretty powerful, pretty special. Let's
Right.
find out what they do.
I am interested.
So, which ones you want to investigate first?
I will take a look at the crossbow unless anybody else wants to.
Yep.
I'm grabbing the sword.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
looking at
I
it.
suppose I'll let y'all do stuff. I have been licking stuff this whole time, and now my tongue's getting splinters in it.
Okay, let's see.
No.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
will spellcraft
just
that doesn't require licking.
Okay.
right.
So
You
3 spellcraft.
substitute material components for licking things.
There we go. Spellcraft. That's what I have learned about these. Kids on a roll with spellcraft checks today.
Yeah, no kidding. Is it 25, 33, 30?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Before we're a 30 and a 33 as well. So.
Yeah, you would. We're getting lots of great stuff. Alrighty. So, who wants to look at what first? Like, someone just take control and be like, I'm doing it!
I'm taking
pawning
the
over this
sword
crossbow.
and I'm chopping through trees and seeing what it does and trying to get a feel for it.
I'll take the
Okay.
axe and I'm going to throw it at the wall.
Alright, let's figure out what that sword can do. What is...
By the wall, he means Keldor's new shield.
It's like whack. Ow!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Bow. Keldor, as you are swinging around with the bastard sword,
Yes.
when you eventually feel like as you're like hitting trees or whatever, if you cut through one, your training would normally be like, okay, I've cut that down, I'm going to cut another down. And then when you cut a second down, you feel the sword guide you to make a third cut. Metagame knowledge, this is a bastard sword of mighty cleaving, so it gives you an additional cleave attempt per round.
Yes, this is built for me.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of reach weapons.
Oh, I'm still gonna use my reach weapon. I'm just gonna
Oh, yeah,
have
absolutely.
backup now.
Well, now you have a sword and shield.
Uh huh.
Because
I don't
bastard
think
swords can be wielded one-handed.
If you got the feet, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means we need to level up because we get a feat next level.
I'm
Yes,
pretty
we
sure
do.
you need hands to do that, not feet.
See, TJ, I'm looking at this and it has quite easily the coolest set of things, and now I don't want to give it to you.
It is the prettiest thing.
Oh please, are we gonna have a bad pun off? You'd win.
Give him the crossbow reveals hiding targets.
No, this one.
But make it cursed where it has the opposite effect.
Yeah, it reveals me every time I shoot. Hey, over here.
It is a very, very cool looking crossbow. One thing which seems a little bit strange about it when you're looking at it, it seems to have little cuts and crevices in it, and if you start fiddling around with them, it seems to collapse into itself as if you can easily pocket it, to the extent where you can collapse it down to being a quarter of its size.
Weird, but cool.
Mm.
If only it weren't medium.
Magical, it resizes to fit me.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, with the hideaway magical ability, it collapses to two size categories smaller. So,
wow.
It can collapse down from medium to small and then tiny. So you can make it small and hide it in your pocket.
Oh my god, he can hide it in his butt.
Finally.
If you also start messing around and taking a few pot shots with it, when you are making your sneaky shots, it seems to have a more impactful blow. So, metagame knowledge here. This is a +2 hideaway deadly precision crossbow. So it gives you an additional d6 during sneak attack.
Wow.
Another one that was randomly rolled that ended up being perfect.
Yeah.
That
sounds awesome.
Yeah. And the axe, which was the least impressive out of the bunch. You know, it'll still be kind of cool because weapons are cool. Thankfully, the axe is actually pretty simple. You know, it's a great axe, so alright, cool. But as you're looking at it,
As I throw it against the wall.
well, the thing is, you really don't need to do anything with it because you can just look at it and immediately you go, it's just bright. It just seems to give off light.
Oh my god. It's the axe of uselessness. We can do this.
No, it is a +1 illuminating great axe.
Oh my
So it
What
is.
plus was it the bastard sword?
The bastard sword is +2.
Okay.
So +2 mighty cleaving.
I gotta
Alright,
say,
so
we
is
hold
that-
on to this for Unst. It'll look pretty cool.
Yeah.
True.
I-
If we show up,
I
break him out of
agree.
jail, and give him a sword, that will look pretty cool. So is that everything except for the gold?
Yeah, pretty much. You've got armor, you've got a bunch of weapons. You grab some potions. You know what? Let's give you one more stupid thing. So,
Oh, hooray.
somebody roll a d10.
I rolled all the last ones. Let's have someone else do
I
it.
got it.
Yeah. Someone who hasn't rolled something yet.
6.
Okay, now let me find my thingamadoo. Roll a d100.
I have to.
Somebody's phone is right next to their microphone.
Someone's phone is next to the microphone.
91.
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah.
Oh, shh. You guys are gonna abuse this.
Unlike the dimension door armor you gave us, I still want to find a use to put that on myself.
You find a single scroll. It's tucked in the bottom of all of these things, but it looks like a pretty impressive scroll.
Oh my god. Yes, I will read magic on that shit if I have it prepared. Let me look and see if I do.
And wish.
Holy crap! No.
I don't have read magic prepared today. So I'll hold on to that until later. But I will
Genfrey
spellcraft
does.
it. Oh my god, Genfrey, read it.
Genfrey kind of just scrolls out and goes, Oh, it, I don't know why they call it this because you don't quite know how you quantify that one is greater or lesser. But this appears to be a scroll that will let us teleport, but greater.
Oh snap! Guess who's getting a new spell?
Well, I don't know if I can learn it, but let me look and see. Let me see. Can I even learn greater teleport right
Well,
now?
we won't
Absolutely
use it.
not.
Oh,
Could be
what level
useful
is
for
it?
certain.
It's a level 7 spell. I don't think I'll be able to use those until I'm like really high level up because I took wizarding late. But that's fine. We can still use it.
Right?
Could be
It's
useful
not
for
a
potential
one-time
state.
use. I mean,
One time use.
you can still write it down. You can copy the scroll into your book. You just physically can't use it.
Yeah, it's
Like-
better to keep it as a scroll because this is basically our best get the fuck out of Dodge card.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, it's a little ways away before we'd be able to. But hey, we have it, so.
I can use it right now. It just takes a spellcraft check.
Mhm.
I'm good at those.
You have proven to be pretty flippin' great at them so far today.
I am.
And if you are particularly bothered about counting up the exact amount of money, there appears to be like a sizable amount, easily 12,000.
All right.
Cool.
So I think we
Umbrella.
got our first down payment.
Yeah.
Close
And-
the chest. Stick it on the owl bear. All right, let's go see what this turning of the whatever it is about.
Yeah, I mean, this guy let us take all of his shit that is so expensive. We might as well humor him and see what a wheel looks like.
Oh yeah, he called it the turning of the wheel.
Yeah.
Whatever. And
Mm.
I'm assuming by this time he's like walked halfway across the glade.
He's just standing there looking at you. Or like he stepped outside. He kind of squints at the sunlight and like tries to cover his little dwarf face. And he turns to you, and he's just been stood smiling at you all as you're all messing around, like licking his old possessions and hitting them against rocks. He has stood perfectly still, just smiling. Just
I can't promise I won't stab him again.
Did you stab him? Flip!
Um,
Ah,
Can
I seem to like it.
that's even worse.
Yeah, that was my feeling on it too.
can criminal
Okay,
Eliza
just
see
don't
that, or they?
stab him again? Because honestly, the crazy old man. Thing about crazy old men, they tend to be a little bit stronger than you expect them to.
What was that about criminalizer there, Rebecca?
Are they in the cave or criminal Eliza and get free and see that craziness?
I'm assuming you dragged all the stuff out of the cave at some point. You know, there's
Okay.
no point in being in the cave. Like everyone's just gathered around, and there's just this crazy-looking dwarf. Once again, as a oh, sorry, please. I can give a bit more of a description of him after you speak.
Well, Prim leans over to Eliza. He's very creepy. I don't like him very much.
None of us do.
Kid's
It's
gonna walk
probably
over.
unfair.
Kid's
Maybe.
gonna walk over to Primrose and says, "Do you know who this guy is?"
Me?
Yeah, I'm under the impression that all old people know each other.
You're half right, but no.
Oh, that's
It's
unfortunate.
crazy. I know one dwarf much better than that guy.
Yeah, but this guy is like, I think he's cool. I mean, he emerged from the walls. That's pretty neat.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good word for him? Neat.
No.
Aw.
Anyways, let's just go.
Well, where are we going? Like, we'll have to follow him, so that means we have to be able to talk to him.
Oh, God.
Designate who's talking to him, not it.
Not it.
I'll talk to him. I'm used to crazy
Nice
old
knowing
men.
you.
Don't mention how tasty Flick is.
How would you know?
How would
don't know,
you
I was
know?
Like genuinely worried at this point.
We don't talk about that night.
Whatever. Okay. What? Relith, or whatever your name is, let's go see this wheel of yours.
Do you have all the things?
I forgot that's what he sounded like. I'm sorry.
I searched the place again.
Oh, he's so
He
scary.
just disappears and looks again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I got what I need. I got the dirt. You got the
Why do you need dirt?
for the wheel.
Keller, you don't ask a dwarf why he needs dirt.
We need
Nice.
other things. We need the golden apple.
What golden apple?
I'm writing a list.
Why do you tell me you want to come see the turn of the wheel? Thing?
We never
What's
said
wrong with
anything
you?
about wanting to see the turning.
You
of the
said you
wheel.
want to see the turning of the wheel.
We did want to see the turning of the wheel. We just don't know a damn thing about it.
I'm materializing magical daggers in my hands underneath the cloak.
Okay. Have you seen my elf? My little elf friend?
He's right there.
He's a little bit bigger than you remember him, probably.
Yeah.
We found him
Sansalor
wandering
gives
in
like a
woods.
little wave, like, "Hey,
Uh,
been here the whole time."
Oh, he's still here.
Wandering in the woods. Is there a reward?
Oh no! I just thought he'd tell you the things.
Oh,
nope.
You
no,
realize
talk
this-
to us about... We compared scars for a little bit. Mine are better.
Relith will like beckon somebody to come down to like his level. Like, he just goes like, "Come here so I can speak better to you."
Not it.
Keldor
Flick.
just kneels next to him.
He leans in real close to your ear, like uncomfortably close. Like you can feel like this person hasn't bathed himself in a very long time. So first of all, you get hit with a very pungent stench, but you can feel like living things inside his beard as it brushes against your fur.
Oh, ooh.
And he presses close to you and he goes, "We got a time crunch. The wheel is turning, and if we don't have the things, we're gonna miss it.
Okay,
Then
then.
everything's gonna go wrong. Y'all's gonna die."
Okay. One, don't take kindly to that. Two, what are the things we need so that we don't?
Golden apple, and also the dirt, and
And
apparently a
where
dead
do we
rat.
get the golden apple?
He just points off in a vague direction, and then his finger points up above the tree line.
Oh,
And
it's that
it-
tree. Joy.
Mm-hmm. And you also been needing some the daggers, the daggers of Herm.
The what?
The daggers of
what?
Herm?
Well, you know that.
No, I don't know that. I don't know anything about any of this because you're not explaining anything.
He kind of just looks, and he looks to his Sansalor, his elf friend. Sansalor goes, "Oh, yeah, that they're like a thing from like my village or whatever. They might still be there, but you know."
I mean, I've heard of
Mhm.
Then
less
I
impossible
turn
tasks.
to the others and I'm like, do we really want to go through with this or do we just want to find the other part of the hammer thing?
Well,
If
It
we
sounds
don't have the things, the wheel won't turn. And if the wheel doesn't turn, the year can't move. And if the year can't move, nothing will grow. Everything will die. Everything will stay dead.
Ah,
okay,
crap.
so this doesn't sound like something we can easily just work our way through.
If I had to guess, that garden is also involved with the wheel.
I would say that's a pretty stable guess.
Yeah. Okay. So, where are these daggers supposedly?
I mean, I don't know. It's been a while. Like, we used to keep them in my village. Yeah. before this thing
Elder
happened.
rolls his eyes, and it's just like, does
So-
anybody know any actual direction to take?
My village is south.
And let's go
Yeah.
south.
We got to go through the ravine, I think, don't we? The ravine which no one ever comes out of.
No.
I don't think it's villages past that. That's west.
Oh, that's to get to the tree. We got to get those apples.
Yeah,
Let's
that-
get the daggers first.
These are two totally separate locations.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're in opposite directions almost. Yeah, and we've got until he looks at his wrist. There's nothing on his wrist. He goes, "We got about a day."
God, your freckled hairs can tell time.
Yeah.
How far south?
Sansalot looks and he goes, "About half a day."
For fuck's sake.
As a group, we physically cannot do both things.
Alright, so, should we be
So,
stupid and split the party? Don't split the party.
Wait! If we have to, we can go towards the place that's more impossible, and we can use the teleport scroll to get to the other place. Would suck to
mean-
burn it this quick, but it seems like it's a useful option.
fucking random dice rolls. Because the worst part is, it's Sansalot's village. He's very familiar with it.
It'll work great.
Yes! Yes!
he saw the moment it clicked in his head. He's like, "Fuck!"
I'm sorry, what happened? I missed it. What just happened?
So Nat
He spent
obviously had this great plan that would make the party split up and go their separate ways and do all this. And we're like, wait, we have a scroll of greater teleportation that could
we just
easily
found-
do this for us
that we
without
found
having to split the
randomly.
party.
20 minutes ago, due to a single dice roll.
Oh, he's
that's
so
D&D.
mad.
That's D&D right there.
D&D in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I mean, could save the scroll for
Hey, you have a good point. Let's go to
Dunkirk,
the golden
but
tree.
It's a
Yeah, we
perfect
could
time
save
to
the-
take a break.
It would be.
It is pretty much a perfect break time. Well, to give a quick summary, there are two things you need to get. Each one of them takes almost a full day's work. You have less than a full day. It's, oh dear, what do we do? But I'm assuming you're going to make plans. So
Yeah.
we can take a quick break and be back in about 5 minutes, everybody.
Be right back.
Alrighty, well, welcome back, everybody, and once again, welcome to the go check out the Discord. It's in the link down below. Also, consider donating to the Patreon if you want to see, not more of this, because this show isn't very good, but all the other good shows.
Oh,
Not because of the players, it's mainly me who makes this show a burning dumpster fire. But there's all kinds of great stuff, including the brand new show, which is going to be starting tonight after this is finished. The 3B, I think that is, I don't remember the exact order, but I literally was thinking about this 2 seconds ago. What is it? It's I don't know. 3B. It's like visible, victorious, vibrant. In an order, it is our people of color only game. It's to support all of that good stuff, and that is starting tonight, straight after us. It's good. It's promotional. It's all of those things. So
Cool.
check that out.
Now I got something to do after the stream.
Yeah,
Right.
it starts like exactly half an hour after we finish. So
Oh, good.
The game. And I
The
know,
game.
whilst I have stepped away to calm myself after a random dice roll has ruined potentially hours of planning.
We're gonna try and make it weeks.
So, what is the plan as a party?
So, just before you guys say what you want to do,
I'm
I
not saying
just
anything.
want to bring up the fact that in that entire discussion we had during the break, we did not at all mention doing the actual thing that we were doing before we left, that we were supposed to be discussing. We literally jumped a light year past that and talked only about that.
Well,
Yep.
let's let Kid say what he's gonna say in character.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Cause
Okay.
All right.
reasons.
We're sorry.
So,
We're so sorry.
you are presented with this rather large task, to witness or to what it's all very hazy. Relaflor isn't really explaining loads, but for the turning of the wheel to initiate, you obviously need these very specific things, and it is supposed to be occurring in less than 24 hours. He does specify it's happening at noon tomorrow. That's when it needs to occur. And he also presented towards you that you need these two items in totally separate locations, which you physically could not do as a singular group. If you walk to one and then walk to the other, it'd be too late. So, essentially, you were going to have to split up and do two separate adventures and see how that went. However, I assume that you have figured a way around this.
Not like a way of solving the problem that got around it. We just forgot the problem existed and did something else for a plan. Apparently,
Because Kid is acting in character.
that.
Kid
Like, we have to
listens
do this.
Kid listens to this. He thinks very hard about this. And then he calls Primrose, Keldor, Flick, and also Vaco, who I know is not here, but is one of the main group, over. And he said, so this right here, I haven't told you everything.
What is it? Deluxe toilet paper?
No. No, we got to get serious for a second.
You seem really worried.
Well, it's that too, let's be honest.
I've been given the hardest thing I've had to think of, and I honestly don't know what to do right now.
Okay.
Alright.
Because we could use this to get to both of those places We could go through the turning of the wheel, whatever that is. We could get the daggers, whatever they do. But when I was visited by that king, I saw where our group is kept.
You did? Are they okay?
No. I don't know how long they're going to last. Assuming that this place is real, I could get us there.
Serious one, sorry.
Ugh.
You mean now?
Yeah, I could get us there in an instant.
But what will we do when we get there?
That I don't have. If
How
we go in
many
there, we
buses
go
are
in
we?
blind.
Oh, wait. How many of us to go in?
Just the four of you and myself. If
We don't
go
have
in,
a heat.
that'll lie us.
We don't have.
We have you.
I
And that's
I
enough.
only have kid. I don't have that kind of healing magic. I just have one spell of it. That's not
Right.
enough to
Now
save your ass.
Okay. Here's the problem. If we get in there, we don't have to do anything except get it done quickly. If we can get in and out before we're even detected, then we're golden. Like, I don't know the lay of the land. I don't know a lot, but this is a one thing we could do. One quick thing. And we could potentially get in there and rescue everybody.
But okay. Assume we go in. How do we get out?
That's not the
I
hard
don't know that.
part.
We've been through harder
That's not
things.
the hard part?
Well, knowing what to do is not the hard part. The actual doing it.
Yeah. This isn't a cave with a couple frost giants in it. This is hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of people in a city.
Yeah,
Right,
but
this
not
is
all
my
of
plan.
them are enemies.
This is my plan, and it's not a good plan. I'll give you that. It is a terrible,
There are
terrible plan.
never good plans, kid.
We have to assume they're all enemies because if we don't assume that and they are, we're dead.
Okay. All right, so I've got a plan. It's not a good one. I cannot stress that enough.
Mhm.
But here's the idea. All right. So I get us in there, assuming they're being held by a loose guard. In their condition, I don't think that they need to be devoting all of their efforts towards keeping them in chains. Based on what I've seen. We can take the shield that Keldor got. If he hits the wall with it, he can bust through it.
Yeah.
We can use it to break through the wall. If we can create a hole, if we can fly,
If we could fly.
We
to escape
have
that
fly
hole.
spells.
We
We have
do.
fly spells. I just don't know if we have enough.
We have Featherfall. That's what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But,
are there
um,
sewers?
Yeah.
There's
Is
no
there what?
guards in the sewers.
Right. I don't know what floor they're held on, though. I know
It
they're
could
in the tower.
be. It could be the top floor or the bottom floor where there's dirt in the wall.
Well, either way, if we're getting out of the tower. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I don't
I
know.
recall seeing the sky. That's all I know.
Would be really
So,
convenient to have our spellcaster here.
Before we make that decision, I wanted to put it to a vote because as much as I'd love to go and
But-
save them right now,
Yeah.
even I know that this is likely not something that we can win.
Yeah. Like
Something
we're
we can win without serious luck.
and we're discussing the minutiae of this. If this guy is actually telling the truth, then everyone's gonna die. Like,
Exactly.
if there's a famine, way more people are gonna die than just our friends in the prison, and they're gonna die too, likely.
Exactly.
Then
I
what's
look at
the point
his
of this
face. How's he
conversation?
reacting? Sorry, Rebecca.
No.
I
Um,
pulled y'all to the
I-
side so we could discuss this because
I was about to say, how loudly are you discussing this?
This
Is
is
this
like-
very
Clearly loud
Quiet.
enough for him to hear. Yeah. I thought he was standing like right with us.
No, we
Has
went
he
off
left?
to the side
we?
and started
Okay.
talking about this
Oh, okay.
because it's like, yeah. What is Keldor? Keldor's immediate first reaction would be, "We have a way. We got to do this," but when Flick says everybody could die if he's telling the truth, it's like, but how do we know he's telling the
we
How
don't,
do
but
we
we've
know
trusted
that-
blindly before.
truth?
So you need to put
I-
your faith in a dwarf who has seemingly locked himself in a cave for several months.
And is completely
And-
mad.
Yeah.
I turn around and I walk over to the dwarf and then cross my arms and I stand in front of him and I look up and I say,
Okay, Redlathor, we're gonna listen to you. Level with us. Why are you batshit nuts?
If I tell you, you gonna stab me again?
No, he won't.
I don't know. Did you like it?
A little bit.
And maybe if the story's good
Mm.
and true.
and I am sense motivating the fuck out of everything he says. Entire
Go
point of this
for it.
conversation.
Um,
Rebecca, you had something to say before all of this, or is
well,
Not good.
while Flick's doing that, after this, Prim wanted to talk to Kid and Keldor, but Flick, do your thing first.
okay? I'll try and make this as quick as possible because I don't need to get caught up in Relifor going like, and here is my backstory. Relifor looks you dead in the eye, unblinking, no hesitation, no pause, no anything. As he looks and he goes, when I saw the flames burning, when I saw the little elf children and the women and all the helpless men cry out in pain, and I did nothing but watch. Then amongst those flames I saw a shadow, a horned god, rise up, and he spoke to me. He told me that he was the devil, that he was the earth, and that he has been here longer than anything, any religion made by men, made by mere mortals could imagine. So now pretend that you have dedicated your entire life in service to something, committed terrible, terrible things, believing you were doing the work of good and just creatures above your station. To find out that none of it matters. There was a lie. There was a fabrication. The only logical thing to do is to lose my mind and sit in the cave and hope that one day the screams of all of those little boys and girls will stop ringing in my ears.
See, if you'd led with that, I would have trusted you a lot more.
That's a fair and valid point.
Kid's going to.
Can I
at
lick
them
your
and say-
eyeballs?
No licking eyeballs.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to very quickly tell them, you can vote as you want, and I'll do it. I'm not going to, because I can't trust I'm going to make the right decision right now.
How many?
Looks at everyone and is like, okay, old man. You're saying that the wheel has to turn tomorrow. And that someone has to do something.
The wheel has been stuck. You never wondered why it's always so cold? Why it seems that winter has never left? When's the last time you remember sun, warmth,
You're in
happiness?
a polar region, sir.
That's what they tell you. That's what they want you to believe.
Just like that, losing faith in them again.
Kildor looks at him and says, okay, so what if we don't do it tomorrow?
Well, normally, well, as far as I can understand, at least what the shadow and the fire told. He sounds so trustworthy.
Right?
What the dancing shadow and the fire told.
Oh, now it dances. Glorious.
Right before it fucked me.
Shut up! Let him say what he's going to say or we'll be stuck here all night.
He talks like the guy who sings Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy.
Please no, I don't need those memories.
Anyway.
What it told me is the wheel is stuck, and we can leave it stuck. Now, it might not affect us tomorrow. It might not affect us this year, but it is going to kill us all. It's going to end everything. If we cannot set the wheel right, if we cannot give the crown, if we cannot let the year turn, the world will become stagnant. The world will cease.
Okay, but does it have to happen tomorrow? Or can we wait?
If you want to wait a whole year,
so this whole year we're going to deal with cold and famine.
Provided that we actually survive what we're going to go up against, there's a chance we might be the only ones who know this is happening.
Yeah.
What if, how many of us are there that's not the core group?
There's Angus, Eliza, Relathor,
Gen 3.
Lord,
yeah.
Gen 3.
Yeah, you have
And then
5
all our
NPCs,
animal
I think. Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be able to bring the animal companions if we teleport.
So they
Yeah.
could potentially.
Oh, I can choose to make any spell that affects me also affect mine. So Sugar can come with me.
That's true.
So they could potentially do the wheel while we did that.
No, we
No?
couldn't because even that would be splitting up the party even further because it's already too far to go in one day.
The last time we split up,
It ended
Like
very badly.
That's it. There are currently 5 NPCs with as Eliza, Angus, Gen 3, Relafor, Sanzalar. To split them up, that'd be a team of 2 and 3.
That would really. Okay, so we have two choices, the way I see it. We can either go to Gold Tree and get the fruit, and then use Sanzalar here to teleport to his village, or we split the party and not use the scroll. Save it. Would I know this?
if we're
I
going
say
to
we
do
save the
this,
scroll.
I vote saving the scroll.
Okay.
Saving
So that
the
we
scroll
can-
is what you said?
Yeah, so that we can use it after.
So we still have to split the party.
I think we have to do this.
Okay.
We
Just
should.
need to be strategic about this.
So
Okay.
I look to Primrose and I'm like, you and me have some healing.
It's true.
I don't think we have enough, but we can't split the party evenly.
Giving on our most recent escapades, care to go with Eliza? She's a dumbass.
The way I've got it worked out is if we can actually split ourselves fairly evenly, there would be 10 people. 10 people, five on each team. We need someone who can actually serve as like this is kid getting into military mode right now. We need someone who can serve as a scout, someone who can keep us healed, one person who can perform magic, and one person who could act as a frontliner. The remaining two could fill in different roles depending on how the rest of them work out.
I can both
Okay.
scout and be the front. That's
Yeah,
what
um,
I'm built.
We need
Yes, out of
someone
those rules,
designated
I'm a
for
scout.
exactly one of those things.
I'll be scout for one team.
I classify myself as a scout. My
Ooh.
magic is not something designed to take out large groups of enemies.
It's true.
And with sugar, I can create it a little bit better.
You do also have the 2 lizard folk that you've taken captive, whatever it is you want them. I mean,
I
you can
did.
just cut them loose and be like, we don't care about you, or whatever.
I look at them and having completely forgotten them
I
in the ensuing like hecticness that happened just now, and I'm like, all right, so I think I heard this straight earlier, but you said that you fought us because you thought we were part of the group you were part of?
Well, we are. One of them gestures to their claw. My common is a little rusty.
You
We
can
are-
speak Draconic, we understand it.
Wonderful. I don't know enough French. In Draconic, they basically explain that they are property of the society, and they attacked after seeing Kid's Mark, assuming that the society was displeased with them, that they had failed in their task to capture Relifor, and so they were like, we don't want to get killed, we're fighting to protect ourselves.
That's what it was, yeah.
Keldor, upon hearing that they were property, you can see his hackles just go poof. Like, he is.
They made that sound, too.
Not happy. And he's like, wait, let me get this right. The society considers you property.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, they kind of nod at that. Like, you can tell, like, the word property doesn't really like translate perfectly. It's almost like, it's not like, ooh, they very different to the orcs you saw the woman in possession of. Like, the way they explain it is the society made them, the society bred them, created them. They are children of the society.
Products.
Product, that's a better word for it.
They feel they owe their existence to it.
Well, they obviously fought back, so they don't.
Yeah.
And I just turn to them and I'm like, so, would you like to not be?
They both just like nod simultaneously, like, yeah. Our entire people, we don't have a culture anymore. We don't have anything. We are bred. We are created. We live and serve the society. We are lesser beings in their eyes.
I turn and I put my arms behind my back and I puff my chest out and I walk up to the 2 of them and I stop and I look up into their big lizard faces and I say,
Come with us, fellows, and join in the glories of individuality and freedom.
By joining our army, where everyone will follow one person.
I wonder who that will be.
Me.
Keldor just like slaps his forehead and is like, You can do that, or you can go on your own. I don't care. I do happen to know a guy who would love to meet you, though. He's a
And
scaly
you have-
dude like you.
Oh my god, I totally just realized you've got heroes with you as well, like the Minotaur's hanging around somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I forgot about him.
Heroes. Yeah.
It's because
yeah.
his token. It's because his token isn't on the board because he was stood outside, like keeping watch further away. So yeah, you can recruit these two to tag along.
Join the
Uh,
glorious Dunkirk Liberation Force,
I'm
currently meeting in the
assuming
ruins
they're
of Dundee.
basic lizard men, right?
They are basic lizard folk, although they have been augmented with this magic.
You're not
Which-
unintelligent lizards. You've heard what's going on. You can see that the world is going to die. It is in your best interest to join us and not stab us in the back.
He has a point.
Because
They kind
One
of
thing
nod
is-
and agree, and one of them just poses a question like, "What's your intention? Like, are you going to do anything about the society? Because if you don't, they will track us down and kill us if they."
And I just point to his
Realize
mark
that we've
and
not-
I point to Cody's mark and I'm like,
Mhm.
we're gonna have to deal with him. It's
I have
Yeah.
absolutely no idea what this means.
They're kind of
it
looking at like,
means that you can get away with calling them your property and it won't look weird.
well, they're kind of looking at like, it means your property.
yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. We're definitely
All
dealing
right.
with the society later.
Kid,
Yep, we'll deal with that.
is the dark horse more of a dark cow? Branded?
Oh,
Isn't that what they do with
brand horses,
cows?
too.
you can brand horses.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been nearly as funny if I said that.
You have a point.
Well, at the moment, this might be a scar I don't want to have anymore. But we'll see how well it works. And worst case
You
scenario,
have
I can just laugh
means of-
myself.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I was gonna ask if you had a means of getting rid of it, but hey, you're prepared. So,
Apparently.
Prim wanders up to the two lizard folk. How are they sitting down?
They're
Are
still
they what?
currently
Sorry.
tied up on the ground because we
Oh,
haven't
okay.
let them out yet.
All right, well, Prim crouches down next to them. I had this whole thing in my head. Damn it! Oh. Could cast aside previous life, come with us, or wander the wastes alone, die,
They're resourceful. I'm sure they won't die.
die.
I mean, if Keldor chimes in, like, they seem capable enough, they won't die. Like, they reply, like, no, we'll die. They will
Yeah.
kill us.
Yeah, everyone turns and looks at Keller and nods at the same. Like, yeah, no, they're dead.
Keldor's just smiling, like, okay.
Or could do what I did. Survive. Find those who take care of you. Live. Live old. Me.
They look to each other, kind of nod, and be like, okay. I mean, dying sounds kind of shit.
Oh, this shit.
I mean, they basically explained that the society commanded them. They were here to kill Relifor because they were wanting to definitely stop this wheel from turning. So, yeah.
Oh, they're a bunch of ice people. They're gonna enjoy all the ice. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, so they're gonna be the ones that are gonna try and stop us.
A little bit short-sighted on their part, because yeah, they still need things to eat.
Some
If
things
they
grow in the
are
cold.
Very.
Mhm.
Like
I cannot
frozen
wait for all of
pizzas.
this to make sense. It's going to be beautiful when it happens.
Anyway.
Matt, very quickly, elf boy's name?
Sansalar?
Sansalar. Okay, he's the only character I don't see in the cohort section. All right.
Oh, have I not made it so you can see him?
Mm.
They're just gonna flash freeze all the humanoids in the lands and keep us around like a bunch of frozen fish kebabs and live off of us like the Matrix.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Oh, look, that's the face Matt makes when I'm right. That's it, right there. Oh.
Anyways, okay. So, as I say as I walk up behind them and cut their ropes, and it's like, you obviously don't have much choice in this matter, which isn't the best, but we'll go with it. So,
I'll help him cut the other one loose as he's cutting the first one loose.
Yeah. They get up. They kind of rotate their wrists around, stretch their shoulders. All right, let's do this.
What are your names?
They speak
Okay.
very long, complicated French-sounding names that are impossible for you people to pronounce.
I'm
With
calling them Lizard
your-
Folk 1 and 2.
No,
Say that
no,
again?
no, no.
I'm calling them Lizard Folk 1 and Lizard Folk 2.
I just like put my.
Matilda, Michael, let's go.
I like
Okay.
Michael, but you're Bob.
Why?
Nah, let's,
Why
just call,
counter it?
let's name them both Steve and call it good.
Oh no.
Steve is the name of my house plant. Thank you very much.
All right.
Anyways,
House plant singular.
Keldor's like, okay, we still need to figure out who to do stuff. And I point to each of the core group and I said, I think we need to go to the tree. And I think since Sanzalar knows where his village is, we should take the
Hopefully.
other group.
I think that we should each attempt to travel with them. Because the last time we sent off our party.
Yeah, I know, but honestly,
I have an idea. I think I've got a situation that works right, and I'm pretty sure I missed someone, so listen closely.
right?
Team A. The person who would fill in for the scout is Flick. He's the best at it. Uh-oh, there's the healing. We send Eliza along with him. For magic, we send Vako. Flick and Vako have demonstrated they can both work very well with each other. For frontline,
Roxafarius, thanks for the follow.
Woo! Thanks, buddy.
for frontline, we need to send
A high five,
Angus.
Vaco.
The team is highly mobile, except for Eliza. So Angus having his ability to move between spaces with the armor will fit that bill perfectly. We send Heroes along with them. He is an extra, bit of extra muscle. And finally, we send one of the lizard folk along. I'm not going to say out loud that they're a bomb, but they are a bomb. That's what I have them designated in the thing that we're dealing with.
I mean,
Team B.
You're not wrong.
Team B, be myself as the scout. For the healer, we'll bring Primrose. Prim and I have been able to work very well with each other in the past. We send Genthry along with us to give us a bit more support. We bring Keldor along. Sansalar as well. And the other lizard folk. Who am I missing?
Relithor.
Well,
Relative.
Sanzalar needs to show them where the village is.
Yeah, Sansalar is best to do village duty.
Okay, then we send Relithor along with the group that does not have a guide. So we'll send Relithor along with Team A.
I mean, Relithor will chime in while you're doing all of this, and you know what? I'm pretty good at making people's hurty parts not hurt so much.
Are Primrose and Eliza on separate teams?
Yes,
Everyone
it
relies on
that-
separate
sucks.
teams
Wasn't
'cause
that
there's
Primrose's one request that we keep her on the same team as Eliza? Why don't
It
we put
would've been.
Eliza
we would
on?
need a healer, and there was
Yeah,
those
put
are the only
Eliza
two
on
really
team B,
capable
put
of
Relithor on team A.
it. Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
Stressed.
No worries, I got your
That's
back,
what
friend.
About to get real sad about a second. It's just like,
To be fair, it's basically Team Heavy Armor and Team Light Armor.
whatever works.
Okay. Those are just my suggestions. Oh my god, look at him.
I think Relithor's
Yeah.
pretty light armor too, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So swapping out on that team to the other side.
Right. One more. important person to add to these teams. I just clicked onto the wrong map.
Oh, and Zen.
There we go.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Snowy.
Oh, he's completely obviously.
Yeah, Snowy's kind of forced to go to one team.
This whole time, from like, I'm gonna leave Eliza, I'm gonna die alone without Eliza. Fuck. Think.
All right. So now we establish code names. I'm Jarl. You are the old person. I say, pointing at Primrose. You're the surprise. You are the dander. I say, pointing at Kilder. Stancelar, you are the shadow.
The lizard man looks at you and goes, I am the bomb. I'm dope as hell.
I didn't know you knew lizard folk slang.
How do you know that bomb is like word for coolest person in the room?
All right.
I don't.
So
speak
we've got a
lizard
small
folk.
team and a large team.
I
I
don't
actually
like
almost-
the small team. Honestly, do not like that.
How
That
I just
team A?
realized, you
Those feel
know,
very squishy over here.
Yeah,
Player
that's
one,
like
other than
death
gross.
incarnate.
All right, I'm trying to get at least 2 players on each team.
Yeah.
well, that's it. Unfortunately, since we have 5 players, it's going to be a 2 and a 3,
Mm-hmm.
like minimum.
Honestly, do we need Sansalar on to guide us since we basically know more or less where that tree is?
We need to go. Well, he's not going to the tree. He's going to the village.
You haven't even decided who's going to which area. Like,
I would
who's
say the bigger
village,
team
who's-
needs to go to the tree because the tree is the place that's more dangerous,
Okay,
supposedly.
Then we'll swap out Relithor and Sansalar. Although that would mean that we need to
No,
put
just
Eliza
put
back on the
Sansalar
first
on
team.
the other team. I think that's a good split right there.
Well, now we don't have a guide.
That's fine. We kind of know where it is.
To the tree. Yeah.
What I'm saying, we don't really need have a huge need for a guide. In this situation.
I mean,
Because-
you guys walked past, like, you didn't walk past the entrance, but you vaguely know the direction.
Yeah,
Gales.
knowing where it is isn't the same as knowing how to get there.
Well, the thing is, nobody's actually gone in it and survived, so they know pretty much as we do. And
Look
to
at
get
this
to the
guy.
entrance-
This guy's insane. He might not have come out with his brain intact, but everything else probably tells that he's seen it.
Have you seen it? I say, looking at him.
We can't trust a word he says.
I'm still gonna
Then why
ask
are
him,
we
have you
doing
seen it?
this?
Relithor kind of looks at you and was like, have I seen what?
The tree. Have you been through to the tree?
Hell no.
There we go. Let's go.
Okay.
Maybe the tree will like me. Who knows? Fucking hell. What are we doing?
Oh, damn, that's
We're
actually the other
arguing.
thing. Okay. All right, so I guess we give ourselves team names now. Team A, go ahead and declare your name.
Kid's biggest joy in life.
The only one
Stealing
here
names
on
from-
Team A is Flick, so
Yeah, I'm the,
Alright.
yeah, I'm the only one from the team. right now.
Flick, your team leader. So what's your team called?
Angus just kind of stood there going like, hey, makes sense. I've been a wee bit useless.
Chimichanga.
Team Chimichanga.
what's a chimichanga?
I don't know, but
Well,
it
your
sounds
team
like a
is
funny
named
word.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and declare. I'm declaring Primrose as the leader of this next team.
What? Why?
Because at the end of the day, you're the person who has the most versatile out of all of us.
Oh, God. Fucking kill me now. Fucking. Alright. Do I get to pick the name? Cause.
Yes, you get to pick.
Oh. Oh,
Okay, I'm in.
finally! Finally!
Going once, going twice on team finally.
Fuck you.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst name we'd come up with.
Team Cherry Tree.
Team what?
Team Cherry Tree.
Yeah. They're nice to look at.
All right.
So is
Team
Liza.
TCT.
So, you know.
TCT, ready to go. All right. Okay. So we've got our groups. We're ready to go.
TCT.
Now we have an A-team style montage as we introduce ourselves.
Well, we've only half an hour left, so enough time to actually get started on this split party stuff. So, are there any other things that you feel you should discuss? I mean, one thing I've just realized: Team Cherry Tree have no idea what to do once they've got the apple, because you put both of your knowledgeable people.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's.
Can someone send message?
Not far enough. Although Eliza can send.
Can you send that far?
I'm gonna have to check
Sending doesn't have
on.
as long as you're on the same plane.
Oh.
That is
Right.
useful.
I've been using Eliza to send messages off to the troops.
Have you?
Yeah.
Off screen.
That's how Keldor's been arranging with the troops from Scarfell.
So that's where she's been half the night. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
we're using
know.
her telephone.
I'm so sorry, Eliza.
Well, what would you two have done in the tent?
Oh, well, we would have not done in the tent. Excuse you.
Y'all would have played telephone all night.
While they're talking about that, Prim will go over to Flick. Flick's on Team A, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Prim will take one of their primroses out of their hair. Give it to Flick. Some good luck for you.
Thanks. I have a feeling we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Don't give
Take
away
care of
anymore, because you guys are probably gonna need it too.
Take care of yourself, grandson.
You too, Grandma.
Prim will pat him on the head. And, I'm upset now. Oh, God. Oh.
Run up and hug her leg.
Oh, no, I'm happy. Oh, no.
Wholesome.
All right.
Okay.
Don't die.
Murder all of you.
You don't die. God? Oh.
Did you guys hear that?
Fuck you, God. No.
Keldor's like, you know what?
Jesus.
I hear that all the time.
That's normal.
It's just background
There's
noise.
also
to
a
me now.
weird guy who like narrates everything I do.
All right. Is there anything else everybody would like to, do, discuss?
Prim
Have like
totally.
one final moment together because you have no idea what's going on.
Keldor's actually going to take Mr. Minotaur aside and be like, because he's been training him to be a scout,
Mhm.
and be like, okay, this is your test. Don't screw it up, or you'll die.
Got it. Don't let them kill me, or I suck.
Sure, we'll go with that. Also, try and not let anybody else die.
I can do this. I will save them with my life. Wait, then I'd suck.
Exactly, you need to not suck and not let anyone die.
I am
including yourself.
conflicted.
I think if this definitely would have happened, the moment Flick let go of Primose's leg, Primose would scooped up a Flick and just bear hugged. I'm very emotional right now.
Actually, now that I think about it, Mr. Minotaur uses a great axe, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give him the they're the stealth team. I don't know if it's a good idea to give him the shiny
You
one.
can choose whether or not it glows, right?
I need to double check. It's just illuminating. I don't turn that on. Always illuminating. I have no idea if it's in this book or the other book. Scoop.
Could I keep it in the bag of holding until we need it?
When drawn, an illuminating weapon. It doesn't say you can turn it off. It just says
Okay.
it is always glowing.
Okay.
Well, I'm still giving it to him because it's better than what he has.
He can wrap it in something.
Yeah. Because it says when drawn, so logically, when it's just strapped to
Oh.
his back, it's fine.
Okay, sure.
Or use it as a distraction
Yeah,
device.
so make sure that he's very apparently aware that he should not draw that thing just to
I
be ready.
actually take it and I bind it with leather strips as much as possible so that the blades are still free, but like
Mhm.
most of it's covered so it's not like glowing like mad.
All right, yeah,
Call.
that's fine. I can deal with that. That is 100% fine.
Okay, so before we go, I go over to wherever Kid is standing, and I motion him, like, I lead him off out of earshot of everybody else, if he's willing to follow.
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, so as soon as we get what I consider to be out of earshot, in my professional opinion, as a professional sneaker, I motion to you to come down, and I lean in and I say,
There's a pretty good chance we could all die here. So I think,
When has that not been the case?
yeah, well, I think it's, remember last time we split the party? I think it's significantly higher now.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't feel entirely confident that we're not going to get betrayed by the crazy old man. So I think it behooves you to pass your secret on, just in case. You know?
My secret?
Yeah.
Oh, about this.
No,
Okay.
you gotta tell me your last name.
What?
You never told any of us your real last name.
His real name.
Kid gets like a tear in his eye, and he's just like, I don't know what it is. Why would you say that? That's like my biggest insecurity. Why would you say that? I don't know it.
This is really not the reaction I was going for.
I'm sorry, I don't know it. I'm not trying to keep it secret. I just.
Boomers, I broke him!
Rose!
This isn't funny. This is really serious.
What did you do? What did you do?
I just asked him a question!
What did you ask the kid?
I thought he was hiding his last name!
Stop fucking saying it!
Ah!
I'll kill you. Why on fucking earth would you say that?
Kid, there. Primrose past his shoulder.
I need a
Do you
beer.
want us to give you a last name?
No,
Are
I
you
gave myself a
sure?
name. Yeah,
Then give yourself a last name.
I gave myself a first name. I don't need a last one.
Okay, then give it. Then the Flick apologize.
I'm...
Sorry. Okay.
Is that how that goes?
Do you mean it?
Yeah, I didn't want to make him cry.
Oh, God, okay, good. Kid, do you accept his apology?
You're still an asshole, but okay.
He didn't mean to be an asshole. You know he kind of
He
is.
is.
I know. There.
Damn it, he compromised me before the mission even started.
Eldor is like holding his mouth shut so he's not laughing at this
He's muzzling
exchange.
himself.
There. Make up, be friends. You guys are friends.
Flick just sticks his hands in his pockets and kicks the rocks and walks away.
Oh, Flick.
Yeah.
Primrose picks up Flick and brings him over to Kid.
Hey! Get real quick.
You guys are friends.
Oh, not yet. Hold on. Give me your sickle.
Ah!
What? Why?
Sickle.
Why?
Your sickle. I need
Why?
your sickle.
Okay, not the right hand. That's my good one.
All right, no. Give me your ponytail.
This got weird.
Which one of us? Which one?
No. Flick, give me your ponytail.
What?
Grim, give me your sickle.
I'm so sorry.
Like,
Give him
like
the sickle.
getting a haircut.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. No, but my grace is all in my hair. You can't take it right before I have to sneak through this mission. We're all gonna die.
I'm going to take half of the ponytail. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to give it to him. And I'm going to say, eat it.
In all fairness, you never finish making him pay for nearly killing meat sprinkles.
I swear I'm getting deja vu.
Hold on, just a second. I'm going to very quickly spark it up. Just to make sure it has that ever so slightly burning hair quality to it.
Oh god, ew. Oh.
Elder's just like looking at this like, should I stop
Now you
this?
eat it.
Should I stop this? I don't know.
Prim drops Flick. Prim drops Flick.
Okay, so I'm gonna reach out with one hand to slowly and awkwardly take the bundle of hair as I'm pulling out a smoke stick with my other hand. And I'm gonna crack the smoke stick, the sleight of hand.
Go for it.
Where are my skills?
Give him my sickle. No.
All right, that is 30.
Yeah. Kid, unless you can roll a higher spot check than 30.
I can't. My wisdom is negative.
Yeah.
I
So,
might be able to. Let's see.
so Flick, just smoke stick.
And I'm gonna do a backflip away, like just backwards handspring out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like the intention is because I know he's gonna reach for where my upper body is, so I want to like bend in half backwards and try and like
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let him
okay
go on
with
that one. I'm gonna go on that one. Next time he crosses me, and I'll say that out loud. Next time you do something like that, I'm gonna have you eat Relithor's beard.
Oh.
Relithor looks at you both, having no idea what's going on, as you can just see something like you're fairly certain you see a snail just kind of like go into his beard.
Oh, a
looks-
snail.
Don't go touching my beard, boy.
And
Fine,
Keldur,
we'll be
upon
alive.
hearing that, is like, "You're just trying to punish him, not kill him."
Prim,
Anyways,
Prim.
you guys get the horses, and I whack the horses over to
Yeah.
their team.
Yeah,
'Cause,
there was just a
yeah,
bad-
the
a
horses
bad
are
meal.
not coming with us because they will die.
Yeah.
Mm.
Prim pats Kid's back. You guys are friends. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good lord.
I think that was a perfect passing scene as the two parties split their separate ways. One party heading south. In
Just
fact,
as the two parties are like separating, we're riding off into the distance on one side, and they're walking off into the distance on the others. We're getting to the edge of like voice range. I turn around and I shout,
I love you guys. Don't die, actually.
Love you, too.
You just see, actually, yeah, you just see Keldur raise his giant glaive so that you can see it flashing.
Imagine Heroes does the same with his.
Brilliant axe
Yeah.
as we're walking opposite directions.
My lower arms fall off.
Good lord.
I forgot.
Oh no.
It's never gonna fail.
Alrighty. So, just quickly dragged you onto the map,
Good
the full
lord.
forest. Thankfully, it's not that far from the cave. It's only a 10-mile walk. Well, 7 mile to where the valley of the gale starts. The other team, you've got, a 20-mile walk down to the village. So,
But we have the horses.
you do.
Yeah, but they're loaded with all this stuff, so you won't be able to ride them anyways.
Well, my horse won't even notice me.
This is true.
Oh man.
I'm gonna deliberately take one of the horses that was carrying Keldor or Primrose so it gets a break.
Eldor
Primrose
hasn't
is not
been carried
happy.
by any of the horses. He's faster than them.
Rude. Jesus.
Keldor is faster than the horses.
Yeah.
We get it.
Oh. Okay.
It's just that thing. Because, yeah.
So,
You're right.
what I'm going to do, just for ease, it's fairly easy to travel throughout the forest, at least your current experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to describe the two scenes that you come across when you arrive vaguely at your different locales. Team Cherry Tree, you'll get to where you think you need to get first. So I'll describe that one first. As you follow the path back down and you head towards where you are fairly certain the tree is, and you find the cliffside and you go along it, you eventually find yourself stood in front of two huge protruding cliffsides. They mark either side of this valley, which you are stood before, and there is a powerful wind barreling through this. So powerful, if you get within maybe 40 feet of it, you start to feel yourself being pushed back. And not to mention, the wind feels as if it can cut you. As you look through this valley, you can see maybe, well, you can't see a mile. Like, the human eye can't see a straight mile. But as far as the eye can see, this valley seems to exist. And at the very end, you see a tall, what you can only understand. It's not a mountain, but more like a... That's what I'm looking for.
Hill?
No, it's not a hill. It kind of... It is like a mountain, but it's not like a big mountain. It's a single jutting up spire. That's it, yeah. You see a single spire of rock looming in front of you in the far, far, far distance, and above it, a single tree. That's what you have to deal with. How the hell you get through this valley, which seems to actively cut and repel you if you try and get near it. And you've somehow got to walk at least for a mile's worth of it.
Team Cherry Tree? There are
Yep.
walls. Be careful.
And the other team, Team Chimichanga,
God, that's what you named it.
yep. As you approach the remnants of Sanzalar's village, well, you just see burn. Like, you just see ash and soot and burnt trees. Like, everything, as you get close, still smells. And you can actually feel heat coming off it as you approach. This place is still burning. It is still actively on fire.
Okay. Are there screams and stuff?
No, you can't hear screams.
Is there the sound of cooking meat and stuff?
No, anything that was in these flames died long ago, but the fire is still burning. Whatever
Okay.
it is, Relithor and the other men who were sent here to do that, they They did something not particularly pleasant. You will also see, well, you'll be fairly certain that disparantly through the flames, you will see the occasional silhouette of a person as if they are stuck there, perpetually enduring their painful death. There also seems to be, here and there, I mean, I'm assuming you're being relatively, so I'm just going to give you a benefit of a doubt.
I am, I'm taking the lead on this, and I'm forcing everybody to follow at my slow pace while I check for traps and everything.
Yeah. Walking through the village, obviously avoiding the fires, you see what you can only understand as they look kind of like soldiers. Flick, you would be familiar with these because you spent your entire life living in Dundee.
Mm-hmm.
They are wearing the mark of McFife. These are obviously soldiers, probably Relithor's soldiers, who are still around searching for something in amongst these remains.
And they look alive. Ish.
That's what you can tell. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
So, these will be our two missions. Find a set of daggers in a still burning village, which has been burning for a good couple of months now, and cross through a valley and climb a giant spire. Have fun thinking about how you're going to do that for next week.
Didn't we take the guy who can make us fly with us?
Nope.
Nope, he's on my team.
They needed someone who could blow stuff up, and I sent him.
Yeah.
I figured they'd
Well,
meet
don't
the
you
most
guys have
resistance. We're
Gentry?
just- we do have Gentry.
Can't Gentry
does
do that?
He know the flies?
I don't think he does.
Oh.
If he does, he's not used it yet. I'd have to double check, but I'm like 9%.
Could he have learned it from Vaco before we left?
Not the way it
Vaco's a
works.
sorcerer, not a wizard.
Come on, Vaco. Have a bit of discipline.
I'm not concerned.
So,
I'm slightly concerned, considering most of our very near-death experiences tend to involve walls.
yeah.
Well, we've got Eliza with us.
No.
Eliza doesn't
Wall
trump
defeater?
wall.
Wall is greatest enemy.
It's not
So-
Rock Eliza Wall.
Snowy can fly, right?
No, owlbears
Oh.
can't.
Owlbears can't fly.
They're just big, powerful, and full of feathers.
It would only make sense.
Could you imagine them physically
Oh.
trying to fly?
You imagine how terrifying that would be. Owlbears
Their
are
arms-
bad enough already. Now imagine them able to fly.
They'd have to flap their arms like hummingbirds. It's the only possible way they could fly. Can you imagine that?
That would be horrible.
I think they die from oxygen deprivation first.
You sound like a flying
Some
fucking
laughing
lawnmower.
Okay.
To be
So,
fair, hold on. Have y'all seen air shows in America with like the flying lawnmowers?
Oh, you get the fucking.
Yeah, no.
You can't make me giggle like this, Joel. No. Okay, I gotta breathe again. Okay.
Sirena? Siren?
Oh.
However you say your name, thank you for the follow.
You're awesome.
I'm not sure why you would.
Abyssos.
Thank you for the follow.
Person, thank you. All right, we've got about 10 minutes left.
Oh.
Does anybody have anything they want to say or do that they think will use?
Immediately upon seeing that this wind is like not fun, Helder's gonna look around for a boulder.
Okay. Roll a search check.
Whoops. I had the. Oh well.
17. You find a boulder. It seems to have tumbled down from the sides of the cliffside. This boulder has been. You have seen the boulder has been physically pushed out of the valley. You can see the trail and the dirt it has left, and you can also see that the wind has cut this so sheerly that it has very sharp, jagged sides, suggesting the wind can cut through stone.
I have a question.
Yes.
Fucking stop it, Cody. I'm just gonna move that away. Thank you. Is it just like is it a solid path through the valley? Or there's pits on the side of the path.
It is a single solid path. It's basically like standing at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Like, yup.
Can
Oh.
we determine a source of the wind because it's just coming down and out
It
like a
is.
funnel?
It is just blowing through that valley. You
So-
are nowhere. You can't tell if the source is coming from above, if it's coming from the very end, if created by the valley itself. Whatever this is, it is too far away from you to determine any logical.
Could be magical. In which case, we're
Kelder's just gonna look at the boulder, which is chopped up. Could be magical. And just look back at her and then was like, could be.
yes, could be.
Okay.
This is absolutely magical. The question is, how do we get around? Maybe we don't. Hold on. I'm looking at the pattern that the wind takes. There's very clearly a valley that has, is it cut up like the rock is?
Sorry, what? The actual sides of the valley, but two.
The sides of the valley and also the ground.
The sides of the valley, they look very sheer. You can see there's parts of which have been chipped off a little bit more, but they are very straight cut. As if whatever this was, it has been shorn and created. The ground itself, there is no sign, unlike the rest of this forest, which has got greenery and grass, the floor before looks barren. Anything that was there has been killed from this wind.
Okay. We see where the tunnel is. So all we have to do is figure out exactly, if it keeps its same intensity, or if there's a way around it, and if so, can we stop wind with more wind? How long is the valley?
Looking at it straight on, longer than a mile.
Okay. Let me do some math. That's the best thing I can do right now.
Medieval math. Amazing.
Well, because I know enough of how certain things work, and I'm kind of glad we have Eliza for this. Okay. Her cleric level is 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as a level 7 cleric, that means she'd have access to, with her wisdom modifier, a grand total of 3 3 spells like that per day. Okay, so we get that sorted out. If we take the ability to use the wind wall spell, which is capable of deflecting breath weapons, we might be able to cut a path. So what we need to do is, first of all, determine exactly how much distance she can give it to us. Wall up to 10 feet per level long and 5 feet per level high. Okay, so if we were to do that,
Mile.
yep,
5,000 feet.
Mile is 5,000 feet. 10 feet per level long. She could do. Okay, that gets us 70 in each cast, and she can do that. So not going to be quite enough. But if we can get to a certain point where the wind doesn't hit, is the entire thing just a straight sheer all the way back?
Yep, as far as you can see, and you can see you probably can't see because the curvature of the earth and see directly base of the spire where the tree is, but you can see it looks straight from where you are to it. You can't see the base of the spire, but you can see the spire, and it is directly in front of you. at least a mile away.
Is there a way? I know this is be terrifying 'cause we're terrible with walls. Can someone scale the wall and see what's up there?
I mean, these walls have been shorn clear, so they are
On the outside of the.
totally like you
Yeah.
can climb it. It's got a DC check of like 30.
We have climbing gear still, but no, we are not going to do that.
Alright.
And not to mention, you have no idea if the wind is also at the top of here, so you can get all the way up there, just get blown up. These cliff faces are several hundred feet tall.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
no,
Okay.
I'm not
So
climbing
being
that.
blown off of that is basically asking for death.
We do have Featherfall, but yeah, no.
Do we
Pillar's just
have
gonna
a-
look at it and be like, okay, well,
Do we have a way to bury into the stone to go around?
I
Just
look
throwing
at
out ideas.
Snowy, and I'm like, maybe, but we'll have to find out next.
We will.
All
Just
right, team.
out of fairness, and thankfully it's only TJ who has questions to ask. Flick, do you have any questions or thoughts on the perpetually burning village?
So